Libra, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. This will take you from the 9th to the 16th, and I pulled your cards, Libra, and I always get an original feeling or a message, and I think your additional guidance cards have expressed it beautifully. So the first one you got was breathe. Okay, so sometimes when we get breathe card, it means there can be a feeling of being pushed a bit to the edge. Okay, moving way out your comfort zone. I think you might be, some of you might be crossing this river of change, letting go of something. Okay, you haven't got the death card, but you've got a couple of minor arcanas, which are states of mind. Okay, that's all they are. They're within our power, the minor arcana. And then you've got serendipity, which is that coincidences, it's that destiny, you know, meetings that we have along our pathway, which propel us to a future or a set of circumstances that we would never quite have got there if it hadn't been for serendipity. Some people say it's a long word for God or your higher power, whatever you choose to see, this intelligence that runs everything. Very beautiful. Absolutely love these two cards together. Anyhow, and that feeling is right throughout your reading. What's coming from the bottom? Okay, so what's rising up is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is an incredibly sweet card. It's about that nectar of life, and it's got a basic goodness, a basic child-like quality of joy that comes from within. This might be a meeting with someone, by the way, because this would be a very serendipity card. Coincidences, crossing paths with someone, either from the past, doesn't have to be there. Every card's got a traditional meaning, but it goes way deeper than that. But there's definitely a sense of sharing your emotions, being in quite a sweet inner place, because this card controls everything, because where we're at, what's rising from our depths is what's rising into our awareness, our growth, and our new life chapters. Crowning card is the Eight of Wands, so you've got a really nice pillar of quite joyful, quite light energy. Some Librans might be going on a trip, because the Eight of Wands is a very focused, driven energy. So this is about trips. For some of you, it might be intention setting, goal setting, anything that gets your fires going here, Libra, that's propelling you forward. Yes, a very sweet, very positive card. There is a mix mash of energy going on, and I think that's why the additional guidance cards have explained them beautifully. There's some edge going on here. It's like there's this really lovely completion energy mixed with some, the word resistance comes up, maybe some blocks, either from you or from someone else. Okay, but there's definitely two weaving patterns, because you start first of all with the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is quite a protector energy. A lot of people don't like it. I do, because see, when we get to that point where we value ourselves so highly that we don't give our most precious commodity, which is ourself, for anything more than this beautiful energy back. Okay, a lot of people don't read that card this way, but maybe that's why a lot of people be in relationships that are devaluing, that you lose your power in, because we don't regard ourselves as precious. Personally, I love this card, and you know, not all the time, but But I've got a funny feeling, Libra, this is about you actually contacting your innate sense of personal value. I can't help picking this up, particularly with the Six of Cups here. It's with the Six of Discs, so there might be some sort of healing, some sort of trying to rebalance out an energy between you and someone else. This might be financial, it might be relational. But you're definitely standing guard, and you know what? The most precious thing I have in my life is my emotional world. And boy, for a person to get in there, boy, do they need to be able to have some huge qualities, Libra. And it's okay to be that way. It's okay to say, I'm of value. Meet me as an equal, or don't meet me at all. Sorry, I don't know where that came from, Libra. I think someone needs to hear that. I think it's as well because the Devil's here. Now, I love the Devil card. We don't get anywhere in life until we cross and meet the Devil card. He's a really powerful gateway card. So most of us don't want to meet the Devil. We don't want to cross that river of change. So we stay stuck in situations that do not serve our most highest precious purpose. Yeah. So the Devil card to me is the most important card, one of the most important cards we can ever get. There might be a feeling of something being stuck. There might be a feeling of feeling oppressed, feeling held down. There might be, but it comes with the World card. So the World, imagine the World card is, you've got this huge jigsaw puzzle, and eventually the last couple of pieces have been put in, and you think, I've done that, I've learnt this lesson, I've completed this huge process. That's what the World card is. It comes with the Devil card. I think there's a gateway being crossed here. It's probably about working with fear. It's maybe about increasing your self-esteem. Yeah, 'cause remember, Libra, you're here to learn to work with Aries. I am, I will. See yourself as someone of complete value. Something has been crossed here. And I think it's something to do with your personal value, your self-esteem. Something's been completed. For the years, this is not a personal journey. Maybe you've been having to deal with legal systems, officialdom, the government. But it looks like a really happy conclusion here is taking place. You've been trying to guard some financial issues or something. But because the World card's there, it's it's a successful conclusion to a process. So I'm getting some of you, it might be an external thing, and some of you, it's an internal. Essentially, they're both the same thing, okay? I can only read how the cards work together, and you need to get the meaning, okay? Because then you get the 3 and the 4 of discs together. A very interesting energy, because that 4 again is about protecting your heart. I don't like this quite as much as the 7, because look at, and the 7, the door is open. In here, it's quite closed. And in my other decks, he's also closing his crown chakra, so he's not listening to divine guidance and divine knowing. This is either you or someone that you're dealing with who's got a closed heart. Now, we don't close our heart because we're bad. We close our heart because of fear, remember. Because to take these discs away would be to risk vulnerability, to risk vulnerability. Terrifying for a lot of us. Maybe not for you, Libra. But then, who knows? With the 3 of discs, so 3 of discs is a card of cooperation, working with others. And the 4 is about holding and protecting yourself. So this might be personal. It might be a work thing where you're concerned about your own security. Never a bad thing. We all need that earth element as healthy as we can be. And the threes tend to be community projects. It's funny, I'm not getting any strong message for these cards. What comes next is quite dynamic though. Two minors. I might pull you another card. Six of discs for the Ten of Swords. Now, never be frightened of the Ten of Swords. Again, it's the world has got it all back to front, okay? Because sometimes that Ten of Swords traditional meaning is, oh my gosh, but backstabbing, betrayal. I just never ever got that. I do not get the card that way because they don't come through me in that way. The Ten of Swords is an ending, and as you end, you're going through that river of change. You're transiting into something. It's almost been a decision to leave something behind and to move forward to a new era and to new beginnings. Okay, that's what, yeah, and you're moving forward to the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. Something is on the other side for you, Libra. Because when she's on this boat, we don't quite see where she's going. My one thing is, though, she's got six swords there. These swords are what will create her new reality. And I would like you to be the Ten of Swords and to leave behind the thinking that created the life you are now, so you can move forward to a much more sweeter, happier destiny. But we don't get there unless we cross this river of change. No one does, by the way. And most people don't want to go, and that's why you need that fiery Aries to help you, your opposition sign. But where you're going is the Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. This is a new relationship. For some of you, it's this victory, this success. And when we overcome difficulties, all our guides, everything in this universe celebrates with us. But sometimes difficulty might be in facing this devil. There's a holding. There's definitely a holding and a releasing, but I don't see this holding as difficult. Because the most precious thing we have in the world is our emotional energy. And I wouldn't give it to anyone who wasn't ready to meet you at this level, Libra, because that's what you deserve. And that's why you've got breathe with some strange coincidences going on. There's going to be some meetings for some of you. A bit of a profound week for you, basically, Libra. Very deep, transformative, and very powerful. And you can get me directly. My email is in the About section. Oh, another card's just appeared. Something's looking out for you. Something's protecting you. Nothing to worry about, guys. Just keep walking. Keep going through that river of change. Because I think it's going to a beautiful place. Loads of love, Libra. Bye.